The ASUS ProArt GoPro edition is exactly what the name suggests. A cool collaboration between GoPro and ASUS that has seen the tech brand release what you could imagine a GoPro-inspired notebook would look like. It really does have some cool features, and while it is a ProArt under the hood, the whole presentation and delivery of this design aesthetic and the package itself is quite satisfying. The ProArt PX13 on its own is an impressive notebook. It packs some great AMD chips that power the display and the performance, and there's a lot of attractive design features on this notebook that makes it ideal for designers. But before we get into all the details and the specs, let's go over exactly what the ASUS PX13 comes with and what exactly makes this one of the most stylish notebooks that I've played with. ASUS sent over the notebook, and when I got it, I was surprised to see how different the experience was from other models I've tested. The notebook comes in a hard shell box neatly wrapped with GoPro straps. The box itself is quite cool. It is cardboard but has a rubber exterior coating, and it makes it kind of feel like a rubber box. I know it is a small detail, but I have to respect ASUS for putting so much attention into just a box that you'll never look at again after you take the notebook out of it. Even the padding under the notebook is so cool. It features these foam columns which are individually cut out and placed in. It was so satisfying to rub my fingers across them and see them all move about. I also removed some and struggled to put them back in. Again, another very small feature and small detail, but still cool to have. The straps that cover the box are actually act as straps that you'll use for the included hard shell cover. You remove them from this rubber-like cardboard box and clip them onto the bag's tags. It then turns this box into a nice and sturdy carry bag. Inside the bag there are various compartments for wires, an enclosed zip pocket, and a notebook platform. The bag's one side even stays open and propped up, which is likely done so you can keep it covered while you're working. Of course, all these little compartments are obviously designed for all the accessories that you'll use, and both companies are hoping that these accessories are GoPro. You don't get a GoPro with this notebook, even though the price tag makes you believe that you do. While ASUS included GoPro cameras in the marketing, and you'd naturally think, hey, I would buy a GoPro notebook to get a GoPro to look all cool alongside my GoPro notebook's design, that isn't the case. There's no GoPro with this ASUS GoPro notebook. Instead, you get the ProArt PX13, the hard shell case, the straps for that case, and the ASUS Stylus 3.0. You also get the ASUS Stylus 3.0 charger, which is a whole new thing on its own. Of course, there's also the power adapter. When it comes to the ProArt PX13 itself, it is a cool looking notebook. While it is simple, I think the brands were going for more sophistication here with a subtle design. The top cover features a grate-like finish with 16 lines of embossed metal. There's also the GoPro logo and the ProArt logo, so you know it is a GoPro ProArt notebook. When the notebook was closed, it looks like the black hard shell case that comes with the notebook and the rubber-like cardboard box that comes with the notebook too, but here's where the issue comes in. I was hoping the case, the box, and the notebook would all feature a concurrent 16-rib design. But sadly that isn't the case. The hard shell case does have 16 lines, and the notebook top cover includes 16 lines too, but the box only has 15. I know it is a stupid thing to mention, but the design team, if you're watching this video, why did you put 15 lines on one item and the other items have 16? Everything should have had 16 lines. It just made me feel uncomfortable. Apart from being a great looking black metal slate, the ProArt PX13 doesn't have anything else going for it. I don't mean it looks bad by any means, but it is incredibly simple and refined. Even the edges are clean cut and quite wonderful to look at. Only color you'll find here is on the GoPro button, which is the F8 key, and you'll find some blue glitter inside the rubber on the feet of the notebook, which is quite a cool subtle design feature, I won't lie. The rest of the notebook is pretty much what you'd expect from a ProArt device. It has the ASUS dial pad on the trackpad for easy access to shortcuts and the circle rotation. The keyboard is a half-sized chiclet keyboard with a blue LED backlight. This blue color is the GoPro blue and it looks quite nice. The trackpad gets the job done and feels nice to use. The keyboard is the same as any other ProArt and it's also just functional. Ports on the ASUS ProArt PX13 then include the proprietary charging port on the left hand side alongside an HDMI port and a USB 4 Gen 3 Type-C port. There's also an audio jack combo port. For some reason, ASUS went with its own DC power connection on this notebook, and didn't just make a charge with a USB-C port, which is strange. It could be due to the power usage on this notebook compared to the USB-C charging cap. On the right hand side, you'll then find another USB 4 Gen 3 Type-C port and a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-A port. There's also a micro SD card reader. Keep in mind that all the USB-C ports support display and power delivery with data speeds of up to 40 GB per second. The display on the PX13 is glorious. It is a 13-inch 3K OLED with a 16:10 aspect ratio. It has a peak HDR brightness of 500 nits and supports the ASUS stylus and touchscreen. It is also calibrated to the moon and back. It has 100% DCI-P3, VISA certified display HDR True Black 500, 1.04 billion colors, and is Pantone validated. ASUS definitely wants the display to be ready for all creators no matter what you do, and this calibration means it really is. It is also touchscreen, which helps a lot here as you can rotate the panel 360 degrees and do all sorts of things with its versatile positions. Altogether, the notebook weighs 1.39 kilograms. It is 29.8 centimeters long, 20.9 centimeters wide, and varies from 1.5 centimeters to 1.7 centimeters in thickness depending on the position. I have to say the ASUS ProArt PX13 GoPro edition is cool looking. It is a very subtle design collaboration. I am quite used to gaming notebooks with loud and proud collaboration designs, so this was nice to see. There just is enough GoPro here to make it look and feel a bit different. But is this notebook the one to rule them all? Is this the greatest collaboration of all time? Well, I don't think I would run out and buy this myself. You either have to be a hardcore GoPro fan to want this, especially that it doesn't come with any GoPro products, or just love ProArt. I can't say the GoPro branding and style is appealing to me because ASUS already does such incredible products on its own. I really don't think the company needed GoPro to make them better, because in this case it doesn't feel better, it just feels much the same. But it looks cool, and then there's that. The notebook also has to be functional, and it is. ASUS has included an AMD Ryzen AI Max 395 processor in this notebook, and I know it is more than capable. It includes a boost clock of up to 5.1 GHz, 80 MB of cache, 16 cores and 32 threads. It is a powerhouse chip with great productivity and even some gaming performance. Then for some reason there's 128 GB of LPDDR5X RAM, which is just the max that you can get, and it's crazy to see them slapping this into this notebook. It is on board, so you can't expand it anymore. It comes with one M.2 SSD slot, so you can't expand on the storage configuration out of the box. So be sure you know what storage you're getting when you pick this notebook up. With that being said, I ran some benchmarks across a load of programs and even some gaming ones. I tested the CPU, productivity, and general performance here. I made sure to run the tests on performance mode with the SPL limit at 85 watts, SPTT limit at 95 watts, FPPT limit at 115 watts, and the CPU temperature limit increased to 97 degrees Celsius. This is the highest possible temperature and power limit on this notebook. Keep in mind that increasing these settings aren't really recommended. Firstly, the 97 degrees temperature limit means that fans get louder and can become annoying. Secondly, the power limit increase here also means that everything is running hotter, and that can limit the lifespan of this notebook. If you're not gaming or exporting any major renders and video edits, it really isn't necessary to boost any of those settings. For example, when running Steel Nomad Light Stress Test on standard mode, it reached 79 degrees max CPU temperature, which stabilized at an average 73 degrees Celsius. The CPU clock was 2190 MHz and the GPU clock was 1450 MHz. Then increasing all these limits to the max and running the same test increased the CPU temperature to 79 degrees Celsius and stayed there, unlike the standard mode which dropped it down to 73 degrees Celsius. The GPU clock remained the same at 2190 MHz, but the CPU clock reached 2193 MHz. Fan noise on this notebook can be annoying. You'll hear the fan whenever you're doing any heavy work. I also heard it sometimes when I was web browsing too, so it seems this Ryzen chip can run a bit hot, but the notebook will keep it cool during most of the work. They can reach a max of 6,500 RPM when they need to, and obviously that speed is hard to ignore from a sound point of view. You can see from the scores that this notebook is more than capable. The AMD Ryzen AI Max Plus in this notebook isn't just a subtle CPU, but rather quite a powerful chip, especially for a notebook. It means everything you throw at this notebook will be fine and run accordingly. And you'll be able to do all your productivity tasks with all that RAM, and you'll be able to even game on the side. When it comes to other specs, the PX13 is okay. The speakers here are loud enough for daily work and content, and the battery is alright. I won't say this battery gets close to industry standards in 2026 though, but you'll get around 7 hours here with 40% screen brightness and low power mode. It really isn't a lot here when you compare what Intel's doing with its latest Intel CPUs in notebooks. In general, I think the PX13 is a great piece of tech. The display here is wonderful to use, and the OLED panel ticks all the boxes for designers and creators. I do think it could be a bit brighter, to be honest, because even with its advertised 500 nits of peak brightness, this display struggles in high light conditions. You need to keep that in mind because this whole GoPro collaboration probably means you're going to be using this notebook outdoors, and this display is not going to work outdoors. But I do think that my biggest issue with this notebook is the whole GoPro collaboration because it feels a bit uninspired in my opinion. With no included camera, software or anything else here but branding slapped onto the lid, I just don't get the point of this notebook. I think you're paying a very high premium and it is very expensive at 75,000 Rand for pretty much nothing but a great ProArt notebook which you can get without the licensing fees for GoPro. You might as well just get a similar notebook without the GoPro tax. But if you are hard up for GoPro and perhaps you see the value in getting something like this, maybe in your region you can get a GoPro camera in your box, then sure, this is a good buy, but it is still expensive. There are better and more capable ASUS notebooks on the market that probably won't cost this much. So those are my thoughts on the ASUS GoPro ProGo PX13 Collaboration Edition notebook. Are you looking to pick this notebook up? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're here, please do subscribe for future content like this, and until next time, farewell.